All right, welcome. This is OTF on the fly, okay? And if you didn't know, this is a breakdown channel, a decoding channel. Normally, I like to have some slides put together, but on the fly, meaning I don't have a lot of time at the moment. I got to go to work here soon. So, we're just going to go on the fly and I'm just going to show you some connections, right? Because it's a fake world we live in, and all of this stuff happens by the numbers. Okay, and we catch sometimes we catch certain connections to other stories, and we're like, wait a minute, that's odd. But with all that being said, I did enter some things in the calculator here, but it looks like I erased them. So I'll go ahead and we'll look at them again. I'm noticing connections with this. This is Grand Theft Auto 6. It says delayed again, this time until May 2026. Wow, that's a disappointment, for gamers out there. But this is how I do my decodes. So obviously we use the Gematrinator calculator. It converts these words into numbers, right? So you obviously the main thing here is Grand Theft Auto 6. And why is this being delayed again? So fans of the hugely popular video game series Grand Theft Auto will have to wait a little longer to play the latest version. In a post on X Friday, Rockstar Games said it delayed the launch until May 26th. So look, the 26th day of the 26th year. All right. So right away we have two 26s there. It apologized for the delay of a game, the release of which has been talked about for several years. It didn't provide any specifics on why the release date has been pushed back from fall of this year. Okay, I'm gonna say it's just by the numbers, right? Nobody's like making these decisions, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever runs the game, it's not their decision. Like, there's a higher power at play here. That's what I'm saying. So we go over to the Gematrinator calculator here. And you see right there, there's connections with Donald Trump already. That doesn't mean you're going to get a story with Grand Theft Auto and Donald Trump out there. It's just all of this stuff is by the numbers, okay? So you see that 88 and the 74 right there. We know Trump equals 88 and 47. Okay? And we already have some 26s, right? May 26th, the year 26, the new release date, Grand Theft Auto 6. Okay? So this is what I do. I leave it like that. And then you see 88 and 47 and 74 and 88 there, right? And I just again, this is on the fly, and then I screenshot that and I put it on Google Slides. Also, what you want to do here is probably just do Grand Theft Auto by itself, and then probably just remove the 6. So probably just go like that. And you see there's another Trump connection here, but notice how you get another 74 there. So you get a 74 just with Grand Theft Auto, and you remove the 6, right? And so you could see the 6 by itself with the Roman numerals. You see would have a numerical value, right? So we get another 74 with just Grand Theft Auto. And let me show you this other Trump connection here. Because I saw, was it 160 and 61? Looks like I have to put it in there again. Yeah, 160 and 61. Look at this right here. Okay, because remember the Capitol riot was on the first month and the sixth day? Or you could say the sixth day in the first month. So you see Grand Theft Auto equals 160 and 61. And Grand Theft Auto is kind of chaotic. Okay, and the Capitol riot was kind of chaotic. And I'm noticing another connection here on the fly as well. But look at this. You see Donald John Trump. You see John has 16 and 61. And look, John even has that 47 right there. Okay, Trump 47, Grand Theft Auto 6, 74, Grand Theft Auto 74. Okay, so those are some heavy connections with Trump already. And what I'm doing is I'm doing some screenshots here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm pasting them over on Google Slides, and then I'll kind of show you as we go along here. And you know what? Grand equals 26 also. Grand equals 26. So that's our third 26 releasing on the 26th day of May next year in the year 26, and grand equals 26. Okay, so let me show you Google Slides over here. This is where I put it together. You see Trump 88 and 47, Grand Theft Auto 6 with the Roman numerals 74 and 88. You see the same numbers. Grand Theft Auto by itself 74. John equals 47. Middle name for Trump. You see John's got the 47 right there. So let me grab that. And I had Grand Theft Auto back in the day. I just don't remember. How long has it been since the last one? It's been a long time, right? It might have been Grand Theft Auto 5 that I had. But you see Trump 88 and 47, Grand Theft Auto 6 88 and 74, Grand Theft Auto 74, John 47, John has 61 and 16, Grand Theft Auto 16, which is 160 is like 16 and 61. You see that? Even theft has T like Trump, okay? Let's go ahead and pull up Trump. Donald Trump. Here's Trump right here. And let's Grand Theft Auto 6. And Grand Theft Auto 6 right here. Oh, it shows 5 right there. I don't know why I didn't put the 6. There you go right there. And you see there's a new release date, the 26th day of the year 26. And then grand equals 26, right? So so that's a nice chunk of 26s right there. You see 26 in the reduction cipher. So that would actually be the top connection so far easily. So I'll go ahead and add it here. So grand 26, and then I can grab this new release date right here. You see the 26th day of the year 26. And I can just slap it with that over here on the side. And let's see if we can find I'll see if I can find a video on this news real quick, and I'll go ahead and put it on the Google Slides and we'll play it. Let's see. I would just play it on YouTube, but I'm worried that the audio won't go through. New Grand Theft Auto 6 release date. Okay, has a new release date. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that link real quick, and we'll go ahead and play it. Okay, so I have the link. Now let's go over here to Google Slides, so you can see some behind the scenes right here. Okay, insert video. And this is easy for anybody doing decoding. I prefer Google Slides. Okay, and then if you start to run out of storage, you may want to use Canva. But you just paste the link there for your YouTube video, click on it, enter, and it pops up right here. And then you size it to fit right there. And then we'll go ahead and play that video, okay? All right, so you should be seeing Google Slides right here. So let's play it.
The biggest news in video games, actually the biggest news in entertainment, has just gone down. We have a launch date for GTA 6 and it's been delayed. It's been delayed until next year, May 26th, 2026. That's a lot of 26 is initially absolutely.
I'm surprised they even acknowledge it. Normally they just give you it and it's like, you gotta use your mind to catch it, right? So it's probably AI, right? But wow, that is a lot of 26s, and grand equals 26 in the language. I bet, I don't know, AI probably knew that.
Gutted. I read this. I was one of the first few people to read this. I was just happened to be on my phone, and I kept reading it, and I kept reading 25. I don't know why. I was thinking my brief little bit of excitement. It was going to come out in a couple of weeks. Oh, how naive I am! But at least other publishers, other developers can now reveal their launch dates for the end of the year. We have Borderlands in September.
God, that does look awesome, though.
Ghost of Utah, and that was pretty much it. A lot of publishers were just waiting for Rockstar to announce their release date, and now we have it, May next year. It's pretty much 13 months away, which is a long time. It's a big delay. It's not a couple.
And this game is gonna rot the brains of a lot of youngsters out there. I mean, it is what it is, right?
Couple of months or December this year. It's a fairly big delay, but it gives Rockstar more time to make the game we all want. That we want that 10 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, that incredible single player, multiplayer. It gives them a bit more time. I really hope the game does not get delayed again. I'm hoping this is the definitive date. It launches on this day, and it will also be an incredible day. It will be unreal.
So we may come back and look at that. So we're like a minute 30 into that clip. We want to look at the date as well while doing breakdowns, okay? So we got the May 26th of the year 26. And what we can do is we can look at some date numerology with that release. Here's the Gematrinator calculator here. This is all on one, I guess you want to call website. I don't know, Gematrinator 85. But we want to put May 26th, 2026 right there. And probably look at the original release date of the first one also. Look at that. Amazing on the fly. May 26th of the year 26 is the 146th day of the year. And Trump's birthday is the 14th day of the 6th month. That's why we go on the fly. That's why we go on the fly, y'all. Look at that. The release date, the 146th day of the year, and Trump's birthday, 146. 6, the 14th day of the 6th month. That is absolutely undeniable. As we're on the fly OTF, and it was right away I said there's Trump connections, and now we continue, and there it is. Wow. That is just awesome. Completely awesome right there. That's what makes this great, right? Just going on the fly like that. So you see the 146 Trump birthday, the May 26th release date next year, the 146th day of the year. Grand Theft Auto 160 and 61. Donald John Trump, John equals 16 and 61. John 47, Grand Theft Auto 74. Grand Theft Auto 6 with the Roman numerals 74 and 88. Trump 88 and 47. Ah, that is awesome. That is very awesome right there. And, another note when you're doing these breakdowns, if there's any new people out there that may be watching this, or even if you're not new, and there may be something else right here that I'm missing right in front of my face. Okay, I see something nice, another nice connection here. So the game releases on the day leaving 219 days in the year, 219. Look at this, one number less is Grand Theft Auto 218. Okay, just because it's not a match, it's just one number apart. That's good enough to put in the breakdown because it's not going to hit perfect every time. But when you see numbers come close like that, that could be added into the breakdown. So Grand Theft Auto in the reverse cipher, Z is 1, A is 26. You get 218, and then the game releases on the day leaving 219 days in the year. So 218 and 219. That's definitely worth noting. Let's take another look at the article. And let's go ahead and pull up some images probably here. So you can go ahead and take a look at that right there. With every game we have released, the goal has been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. The company said in a statement, "We hope you understand we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve." Shares of Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's parent company, fell Friday nearly 7%. Okay. Uh, United States does equal 77. And check it out, Take-Two Interactive. I don't know. Shares of Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's parent company. Take-Two, you get T like Trump. And remember, theft, T like Trump. Okay? Take-Two, TT. Think about like Trump Tower, TT. Right? Okay, let's put Rockstar over in the calculator. Let's throw Rockstar because it's like Rockstar Games, right? Rockstar. I don't see anything. I don't see anything major with Rockstar there. No, and also what you want to do is you want to put like game. Look, game has 26. Game has 26. That's awesome. Game has 26. That's incredible, y'all. Game has the 26. All right, so that's going to just about be a breakdown right there easily. The 26 hits heavy, man. So look at in the reduction cipher, and it's only 4 base ciphers. Grand equals 26. Game equals 26. The new release date, I don't know if it's the new, I don't know how many times they've changed it, but the updated current release date now, the updated release date, the 26th day of the year 2026. Again, game 26, grand 26. And I feel like there was one more, but that's okay. And then all of these Trump connections, man. 146, 146. Awesome. That's freaking awesome right there. Did I put so yeah, I'll try not to go too deep down the rabbit hole here as I do have to start getting ready. But I knew it. I knew we can go on the fly. I knew we could go on the fly and we can hit. So let's just go back to the article real quick. So Strauss Zelnick, the chairman and CEO for Take-Two Interactive Software, stood by Rockstar Games in a statement and said it supports the company taking additional time to realize their creative vision. He said it still expects a groundbreaking blockbuster entertainment experience that exceeds audience expectations. Fans of the game reacted to the delay with disappointment, but also a shrug. That does suck though. Since it has been suggested the game would be released in 2024. Wow, okay. One of the last times the game garnered this much buzz was in 2023 when a trailer for the game was leaked online. At the time, Rockstar released the first look of the sixth game 15 hours earlier than planned, citing the leak. That 90-second trailer gave fans a taste of what it wasn't by accident. Gave fans a taste of what comes next for the game. It is unclear whether the delay means any or all of these details will remain part of Grand Theft Auto 6. And this has got to be the most popular game ever when it's all said and done. Don't quote me on that. As you know, there's different games, different eras. You know, when I was growing up, we had Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, Mario Brothers, and there's been a lot of legendary games, but this one has to take the cake, in my opinion. Maybe the video won't.
Little bit.
Oh,
Having this just a blurb of text is not ideal, but here we are. Anyway, let's read it. Grand Theft Auto 6 is now set to release on May 26th, 2026. We are very sorry that this is a little bit later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and your patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we have released, the goal has always been be delayed or just to get an actual release date. I'm sure, believe me, in the back end with all the publishers and developers, they are scrambling to work out the perfect date to launch their game. There'll probably be a few delays, maybe even a few games brought forward. Also, I'm just gonna put this out there. I've been saying for a long time this game will not launch this year. But even I've been getting a little bit excited lately. So Borderlands got brought forward, which is again Take-Two, the same publisher as Rockstar Games. I thought they were moving it forward to basically give the Borderlands more space for GTA to release.
one last connection here. I look at the release date for the original Grand Theft Auto and look at the date, the 11th month and the 28th day. So 11/28 in the year 97. So look, 11/28, that's kind of like 1/28, right? 11/28 is kind of like 1/28. And look, Grand Theft Auto equals 2/18. So you get those same numbers just mixed up. And remember, the new release on the day leaving 219 days in the year. So 218, 219, 128. Okay. Awesome. So that's going to be the breakdown, and that was undeniable with the connections with Mr. Trump here. Trump T, theft T, and there's probably definitely going to be more. But we will leave it there. And remember, this is on the fly OTF as I head off to work. I cannot wait to get off. We go to work, we get all tired just to go home, and then we're too tired to really do anything else, and we have to force ourselves to do what we have to do when we're at home. But we got to balance everything and make it work for us in a fake world. Grand Theft Auto 6 delayed again, this time until May 2026. That's the OTF on the fly breakdown. I am Math Tucon. This channel is Daily Decodes 812. No matter what you call me, just know you got this information from me. Until next time.